Enough. Rise up, woman. Rise up. Hello, knockouts. Tonya TKO here, and I am a self-love specialist and relationship expert from TonyaTKO.com. And today's video is a really special, very urgent message for women where I'm going to be giving you a call to action for what it is that you can do to help shift the direction that the world is going in right now. So if you're a guy watching this video, forward this video to one of your female friends, family members, or a female loved one. If you're a lady watching this video, forward this to a female friend, colleague, a female loved one, and we're going to be jumping right into it. Fellas, I'm going to ask that you just exit the video. There's really nothing in this video where I'm going to be speaking directly to men. This is a one-on-one conversation, woman to woman, where we're going to just be diving in deep about what it is that we need to do. All right, so thanks, fellas. We will see you on Monday, and we're going to be talking directly to you, answering your questions on this coming Monday. Okay, so we will see you there. Ladies, okay, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up a pen, and let's talk. First, let me just say, please forgive me. I'm in the middle of detoxing right now. Listen, this societal stuff that's going on right now is a lot deeper than you think, than we know. I'm just going to start out right there. So I'm in the middle of detoxing right now. So please forgive me if there's anything that I say that's not exactly perfect, or we can come back, we can revisit the video. I can answer any questions that you have. So ask them below, share this video, like the video, save the video, come back to the video, ponder on the video, and then let's have a conversation. Okay? All right. I'm sure that you've been looking around at the way things have been going in the media, stuff that's happening in politics, the way that the world and what's happening with the earth, and the direction, the general direction that we're going in as a people, as a society, as human beings, as a planet. And I believe that the right women are going to be attracted to this video. So I believe that if you're like me, you're sitting around looking at where it is that we've come in the presidency, in the administration, the hypocrisies and the damages of this rape culture, of the misogyny, of the patriarchy, looking at the different global catastrophes in terms of nature, the hurricanes and the floods and the droughts and the fires, and looking at all of this. And there's a part of you that may feel disempowered. There's a part of you that may feel confused, but I know overall there's a part of you that feels sad to see Gaia, our Mother Earth, in such turmoil. And I know that there's a portion of you that knows that there's something that you can do. And I truly believe with all my heart and soul that there is. However, in order for us to do the things that we need to do, we need to first heal the fracturedness that exists inside of us. We need to repair our goddess divinity. We need to repair our sacred sexuality. We need to heal our fragmented, fractured femininity. The things that we've been so disconnected from, the things that now at this point to some of us may come second or third nature, because we're so busy giving out our energies or attempting to help and attempting to heal others, but that's still coming from a fractured place inside of us. And we look around inside of our own lives, and our own lives don't feel familiar to us, where we're not able to make the time that we need for self-care, for self-love, for self-rejuvenation, for self-repair, to heal those things that are just compounded one on top of another. It's like breaking your foot, or it's like having your foot broken when you were a child, and then continuing to walk on that foot, and that foot healing incorrectly, but you can still feel that pain inside. And so you know that something is not right. Even if you can't remember where it began, you know that something is not right. Personally, I've been a bit depressed about what's going on in the media, about what's happening on TV. And some people will say, oh, we'll turn off the TV. Sticking our head in the sand does not stop the tornado that's happening around us. And sooner or later, there's going to be an object flying around inside that tornado that is going to hit us and knock us into our senses and make us realize that we cannot ignore this any longer. If this world is going to be healed, it is going to take the feminine to do that. if we look at the patriarchy and if we look at where it is that we're going and the direction that we're heading, okay, so we've given men their chance to rule as they see fit. And we've played second-class citizens in many countries across the world. And I know that I'm not the only person who this is appealing to at the moment. And I know that around the world there are movements that are building where the feminine is rising. And so rather than me sit back and just be depressed about what is going on, I'm answering the call to call forward for a women's retreat. This is the first annual Wombmyn In The Wild retreat. 12 to 24 of us that head out 1 hour up a mountain, separated from society, where we have privacy to go deep, deep, deep inside and do the healing work that we need to do to fortify ourselves, to be the people, to be the woman that we need to be, to then spread that healing outward. But first it takes finding that healing within, doing the work, going back in and working on our inner child, reprogramming the subconscious mind, going in and rewriting the program, the script that has gotten us to where it is that we are right now, playing second fiddle in a society where we know what's going on around us does not feel right. Look at where we are. Rampant racism, sexism, rape culture, trafficking of children, destruction of the earth. We need to act now to turn things around. But how? How? You're just a woman. I'm just a woman. We're subjugated ourselves. How do we do it? Well, it first starts with the repairing of what's going on inside. The battle of 1,000 people is really the battle of one, because there are 1,000 individuals that create that army, and each of those people is fighting their own internal battle. So what we do is, as we prepare for going forward, as we prepare for the rise of the femininity, we first, as human beings, heal that fracturedness inside. We heal that hurt inside. We figure out our programs. We figure out the things that keep showing up in our lives over and over again, and we don't know why. We don't know how to fix it, how to heal it. Some of us don't get along with other women. We don't know why. 1 in 6 of us have been sexually assaulted, sexually abused, or will be. And then when we get into the African American community, we have every 1 in 2.5 of us has been assaulted, most by the time she's 18. I am one of those people. So how do we go back in and do that, the womb clearing and healing that we need to do? How do we cut those cosmic ties to old lovers and fragmented friendships that are still hanging on with their hooks inside of us? How do we do those things? So listen, I'm not asking us to go forward and save the world. I am asking you to first save yourself. And when you do that, one portion, one fragment of the ray of the light of God is healed. And that fragment can then go forward and shine on. It starts with that one person first. It starts with you. So let's go in. Let's talk about the retreat. So there are going to be 12 to 24 of us that are going to retreat from society. We're going 1 hour up into the mountain where we're going to have our privacy. We're going to have cabins where we're going to share with one another, where we're going to do our cooking, etc. And we have a private room in which we're going to be doing our healing work. And we're also going to be doing some rituals and some activities outside, doing our outdoor work as well. And this journey begins the moment that you put down your deposit, because we have a secret group where we're coming together to be a support to one another right now, where we're going to start forming our friendships and our bonds. Each woman is going to be vetted and verified. And when you enter into this group, you enter into a sacred space where we are a support system for one another. This is not just some retreat or some workshop where you come and you leave. No, we're talking about building lasting bonds. You know how they say your vibe attracts your tribe? I'm talking about building a sister tribe where we don't have to do this alone, where we know that there are more of us out there. This is why I'm doing this video. This video is a call to action. If what I've said so far appeals to you and you know that you are one of those women and you are ready, I have the link below this video, and then we're going to still go on and I'm going to answer some questions for you in this video. So the retreat is half a year out. In this time, we're going to be getting to know one another. We're going to be doing our equinox rituals when the equinox comes around. We're going to be forming our grocery list for the 5 days that we're going to be out in the wilderness. And we're going to be forming carpools. We're going to book our flights together or at the same time so that we can get into the airport at the same time so that we can do our carpools and head up into the mountains together. So this is about forming sisterhood and forming the bonds long before the retreat happens and long after the retreat happens. This is the first annual Wombmyn in the Wild, but we're going to be doing this each year where our community of conscious, high vibrating women is going to continue to grow and grow and grow and grow, and it's going to spread out. So wherever it is that you're seeing this in the world, you are welcome. We're going to have a conversation. I'm going to give you a questionnaire beforehand, and then we're going to bring you into the fold. So in order to do the things that we need to do, to bring in the experts that we need to bring in, yes, this retreat does cost money. And I do have a payment plan, so you can be able to invest in it over time and be able to work and build up to getting what it is that you need to get done. So what are we going to be learning during the retreat? You're going to be learning how to meditate, how to reprogram your subconscious mind. We're going to be doing inner child work, healing the child within, how to set boundaries, how to say no and be loved for it, how to cut cosmic ties, how to clear your womb, how to find your pattern, how to prioritize and put yourself first without guilt. We're going to be doing some group hypnosis. We're going to be doing neuro-linguistic programming. We're going to be really diving in deep. How do you know if this retreat is right for you? Do the same types of things continue to show up in your life, but you don't know how and you don't know how to heal it or fix it? Number 2, does a part of you feel lost and like you wish that someone could just come and save you? 3, do you feel like you have no support? You don't really resonate or vibrate with the people around you. You feel like the odd woman out and you wish that you had like-minded ladies around you so that you could be a support to them and they could be a support to you. 4, do you feel disempowered as a woman? Do you feel disconnected from your sacred sexuality, from your fractured femininity, and from your goddess divinity? 5, is your life right now disorganized? Are you having a hard time putting things in order? Is there chaos surrounding you? Is there drama that keeps coming up inside of your life? 6, are you not having fun in life? Are you not enjoying this journey here on earth? And 7, do you sometimes even wonder why you're here? Why did you incarnate? Are you not enjoying this incarnation in question? Why it is that you're here? I don't know how many of you read the book Conversations with God, the 3rd book, where it talks about how it is that we were meant to live in societies, that we were never meant to be in these large cities, in these little boxes separated from one another, that we were meant to live in smaller communities where we could be a support to one another and our children, where we could raise our children in an environment of care and concern with a tribe that shares our same values, culture, and beliefs, where we were meant to take care of the earth and be stewards of the earth, where we could take care of Mother Gaia. First of all, the ways that our relationships are all set up is backwards. We're supposed to have children when we're young. And the elders who are wise are supposed to look over those children and teach those children the patience and the kindness and those sorts of things. But in this backward society that we live in right now, that's been formed by the patriarchy and the nuclear family, where we have people leaving their home and their tribe to go off on their own to create these little nuclear families where they have no support. Grandparents were meant to raise the children. There seems like there's no win in this society, because if you have children too young, you have the fertility but not the wisdom. If you have children too old, you have the wisdom but not the fertility. Or you have the wisdom but not the energy. Or when you're too young, you have the energy but you don't have the knowledge, and you don't have the patience, and you don't have the things that come with being aged and learned. So we have these backward societies where we're all separated and we're all fragmented and we're all here, there, all over the place, where it is considered societally correct to kick your children out of the house when they're 18. And then if they have children, well, you're on your own. When in fact it's supposed to be us, the elders, the people who have the patience and who have the kindness and the gentleness. Have any of you noticed that your parents are different parents today than they were when you were young? We were designed to be able to have the elders in a smaller community. You know what? We'll get into more of this, but the way evolutionary biology is set up, we're meant to mate with the people who will give us the best genetic match for our children, who will make sure that their immune system is the strongest. Not necessarily the person who's supposed to stay with us forever when we're 19 or 18, 16, 15, 20. We were supposed to get good genetic matches, and then the elders raise the children. And for those of us who've read Conversations with God, you know it talks about a time where the matriarchy was in charge, where men were used for the things that they do best, the physical strength, like the building of roads and the building of buildings, and using the physical powers to be able to help build the structures of society. And the people who ruled best were the matriarchs, the people who exhibited kindness and cooperation, empathy and sympathy, and the ones who promulgated culture and took care of the earth. Those were the people who were in charge. And if you even think about the way things are set up biologically, one man and 1,000 women, the world can continue. Imagine the flip side. 1,000 men and one woman, and they will kill each other and themselves to get to her. If we think about the way the society is set up right now and where we're headed under the governance of mankind, and you see that we're heading towards destruction, are you going to stay on this ship and allow this ship to careen over the side of the hill, or are you going to do something about it? I know that I'm doing something about it. I've created this Wombmyn in the Wild retreat. Research even shows that if this world is going to turn around, that it is going to take the characteristics that are most, listen to what I'm saying, that are most attributed to the feminine. We're talking about intuition, empathy, cooperation. Instead of the flip side, the things that we are doing now and heading towards destruction are the things that are most attributed to the masculine. Competition, aggression, selfishness. And listen, in no way, shape, or form am I saying that men are these negative traits. I'm talking about the difference between the masculine and the feminine. Now, there are men who rest very firmly in a balanced, in a balance between feminine and masculine energy. What happens when we skew too far to the other side, we get toxic masculinity. And is there toxic femininity? Yes, there is. And some of us women are rooted in our toxicity, our toxic femininity, the disempowerment, the allowing whatever to happen to us, the confusion, the submission without qualification. Remember, the feminine is rested, the masculine is active. So there are women who also exhibit toxic masculinity. And there are men who exhibit toxic femininity, where they are disempowered and not able to move and they're stuck and stagnated. So yes, we have to find a way to bring balance. And right now we are so far skewed towards the toxic masculine that it's going to take high vibrating women to really begin to shift this. And when I say that this message is urgent, it is urgent. We have got to act now. We have got to act now. Right now, a lot of us women are disempowered, just sitting around, just allowing this to happen, knowing that it doesn't feel right, but not doing anything about it, just sitting back. The way that we sit back in a rape culture and just allow whatever to happen to us to happen, not speaking up and just being like, if I'm just silent enough, it'll be over with soon enough. 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 Rise up, woman. Rise up. Stop sitting there and saying that there's something that you don't like outside of you and not doing anything about it. Rise up. It is our time now to take this world and shift it back towards healing. Listen, we are too far skewed and we need balance. We have gone as far as we can go under the toxic male rule. We are going to have to find balance between feminine and masculine. Let me just say this to you. Let me say this to you. For all of us out there who follow male gurus, think about it. Those male gurus rest very heavily in feminine energy because the feminine is healing. The feminine is nurturing. And that is what it's going to take. That is what it's going to take. And for the men who ended up watching this video anyway, if you're looking for a place where you can go and repair your masculinity, I can recommend a place for you to go. Just comment below and I'll send you over to a colleague of mine who does male retreats and helps you rise into your full glory as a man. So listen, the link is below this video. You can come to my website, tonyatko.com. If you can't find the link or don't know how to get there, you can always come to my website, tonyatko.com. And on the main page, you will see the Wombmyn in the Wild retreat. I also have VIP packages where I'm going to be offering one-on-one coaching where you're going to come in a day early and get the benefits of the one-on-one coaching plus some other perks. So on that note, listen, I am out of here. I love you all very, very much. I know there's something that I forgot in this video. That's fine. You can ask your questions below. The retreat is happening in April of 2019. Get your deposit in now and start paying it off over time so that you can be one of the 12. I have the links below. Let's get a hug because this is a hard topic today, wasn't it? Let's get a hug. And I'm looking forward to growing and building friendship with you all. I'm looking forward to going into the wilderness with you all and really diving deep into our healing process and journey. I'm really looking forward to a lot of the things. So go to the page and read the page. I'm looking forward to a lot of the things that we're going to be doing in this retreat. I'm excited about it. This has been a calling of mine and I'm happy to answer the call. Are you going to answer yours? So hug me, hug me, hug me, hug me, hug me. Yes, 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 yes. Love, 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 love. Oh, I got some of my... All right. Now go out there and love one another, but most importantly, what? That's right. Love yourself.